Hi guys, welcome. It is June 21st. I don't know if June has flown by as quickly for you guys as it has for me. I've had like a million things this month, so I just feel like I've had like one day of June at my house, but it's flying friggin' by. And I'm excited to talk about tonight's call because there's a bunch of stuff I want to chat about, some announcements, and then Summit is just so freaking close. So I will be, what my goal is this by either the end of this week or beginning of next week is to have the Facebook group ready for Summit, have the itinerary, because I just was talking to Carly and she was talking about like trying to figure out if we could do like a team meetup or anything like that, because this is the first year that Carly's not speaking it at Summit because she spoke the past I think 3 years. So she has some extra time, which is nice because I've always wanted to try to get both of our teams together. She has such a big team and possibly Team Fit Revolution. I just haven't talked to Lauren in a while because I know she's been crazy busy. But that will be coming soon. So keep an eye out for that. Okay. So first, let's just talk about some announcements. First slide, both groups of people for the most part have seen the Ruby and Below and the Diamond and or Emerald and Below, Diamond and Above, you know what I mean. But again, just in case you haven't yet, Beachbody is coming to the UK in the fall. I've seen some of you guys have put some Google Forms in your Linktree, and I'm going to be sharing a little bit about Linktree in this call. So that's awesome. I've seen some of you guys using the Beachbody hashtags. So make sure that you're, like I try to use Beachbody UK in almost every one of my posts now, just adding it in there, no matter what, no matter what it's about. I'm just putting that in there. Maybe not every single one, but just making sure that that's in there. You never know who's going to happen to just stumble across it that day. Make sure you're adding those things to your posts. Make sure you're adding those to the pictures that you're liking every day. Again, since we don't have Instagrams anymore, you should remember to be liking lots of pictures every single day. It takes literally like 5 to 10 minutes to just complete it. So, and then I've had some people ask, don't forget about these 2 new challenge packs that are available. This first one is on sale right now for $161.86, but the All Access and Performance Challenge Pack, which comes with Energize and Recover. And then also for your people who did sign up with Beachbody On Demand, we had the Shakeology and Portion Fix Challenge Pack, which is perfect for people who just, were like, I don't want Shakeology. They just got Beachbody On Demand, and then they want to join maybe as a coach, or they do want to just get a challenge pack as a customer. So make sure that you get those. Okay. So Coach Sneak Peek is tomorrow. I'm curious, and I wanted to ask in the team page too, but I'm curious as to, do you guys find these helpful? I've noticed that sometimes we have a ton of people, sometimes we have 0. And I'm wondering, like, because I still put a ton of time into running these. I know a lot of times I have coaches help me, and I'm wondering, do you guys even invite to them? I know a lot of you do, but I'm wondering, for the people who are looking to build their team, have you ever sent an invite to the sneak peek? Have you ever gotten anybody in there? Are you using them to your advantage? Are you just like, whatever, I don't need to use that? These things are so beneficial. I guarantee you, and I've known it with me and I've seen it with other coaches, even if we only have 4 people on the call, like the webinar we have at night, because even if someone can't be a part of the sneak peek, they can still join the webinar at night. Every time there's at least 1 or 2 coaches that sign up from it. Every single time. I know I usually always do. And I feel like, me personally, I'm getting really good at hitting the nail on the head of things that I keep hearing from other coaches and whatnot. And the last call, I'm mad at myself because I feel like it was so good and I forgot to record it. I always have the recording, but like a newer recording. But I am going to record the one tomorrow, hopefully, if I remember. But I am also thinking about doing a 2 to 3 day event the next time we have a sneak peek, not for next month, because next month we're going to be doing something we're talking about it on this call. But I'm thinking about maybe doing a group instead of doing an event, doing like a 2 to 3 day group. So we share kind of the same stuff, but it's more so in a group. Maybe go over some of the stuff that we teach and that they'll learn, talk about the New Coach University. So we'll have a few more days to kind of spread everything out. And, talk about maybe some more details and some things that people might be wondering about that we really don't get to do in the one-day event. So if anybody has some ideas, I've already talked to some coaches about it, please let me know, you guys. I always say I came up with the New Coach University. I came up with a lot of these things, and I'm not saying it as like, oh, look at me, but like I come up with it because I'm not always getting all of the ideas from you guys. And no matter if you're a new coach or an older coach, honestly, if you're a newer coach, it's actually really great to get ideas from you because you are new. you are seeing things for the first time. And it's really beneficial if you guys give me ideas of what do you think was something that, you saw as a new coach that made you want to join, things like that. So those will help me as well. Success Club push thread, I'm going to start tomorrow. Normal push thread, but it's just going to be the Facebook message thread. If you're a newer coach, older coach, doesn't matter. You can totally join. It's just I give daily tasks every day, little things to complete. Just like, if you were just in a new coach university, you may have seen, you get a task every day. It's kind of like that, but you have to complete it in order to stay in the group. So you'll get removed if you don't. It's just my way of keeping you accountable. And then I also wanted to show you guys the new Beachbody apparel that's being released at Summit. Also, if you haven't heard, Beachbody's coming out with a new shoe line, which is pretty freaking dope. But there's some really cute stuff here. It's just coachsummit.com/lookbook. So these are some of the stuff that's coming. And I know I'm going to be talking about this stuff. I want this shirt like hardcore. I only need Energize on days that end in Y. Like, yes, I want that. But the shoes, there's like they give you like a bunch of choice. Some of them are really ugly and some of them are really cute. But there's so much really cute stuff. They have a lot of really awesome apparel coming. Here's some other shoes over here, but they have a lot of really awesome stuff that's going to be, these are all going to debut at the core. This one's really cute. Coach, girl boss, motivator, superstar. What does that say? Team Beachbody. Like all of this stuff is really, really cute. And a lot of people, like I know for me, one of the things that I loved about Beachbody when I went to my first summit was all the really super cute apparel. So sometimes you never know. Little things like this could get people to be like, ooh, what's that? I'm interested in that. So make sure you're talking about this stuff. Even if you just were on your Instagram story, showing your computer screen and sharing that. Okay, what else? There's another sneak peek for Shift Shop coming. I'm not sure when it is, but please keep an eye out for it. Make sure you get your markers ordered as well. I talked about it on the live call today on the team page, but if you need, I just ordered mine today. Just go to teambeachbody.com website, because for some reason when you try to go to it and like search like the fitness program, it won't let you. I don't know why, but you can also you want to tell your team about this too. Don't remember when I give you guys these things, don't just think, oh, this is for me. Like, message your coaches, remind them to do these things, get them excited about Shift Shop. This is not just about you. So going to the fitness programs didn't work. So I just searched markers and it came up, and then boom, right there. We get them for $20. So make sure you order those. You have those in time for when there's a sneak peek, and for oh yeah, you have yours. Yeah, I was at Firefly, so I didn't even know they were available, but I just ordered them today. So yes, awesome. And ahead of the game. I love it. Okay, weekly challenge. I want you by tonight, if you have obviously have people to talk to, I want you to invite 10 people or more to our coach sneak peek. It's tomorrow. They can be in it. Even if they get added late, it doesn't matter. The main thing that I want them to see is the webinar. There's lots of awesome stuff within the day, but the webinar is the biggest thing that's going to help them answer a lot of questions. And most people are usually able to be a part of the webinar and not necessarily the all-day thing. If you're a newer coach and you haven't talked to anyone about coaching yet, just make a post and share it. Share the event page. It's in the team page. I shared it already. Just make a post and say, hey, I'm new to this team, but I already love it so much. Everybody's so supportive, blah, blah, whatever you love about it, and say, this is going to be a great way for you to check out, what, our team's all about, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's go into everything else. Okay. Success Club Life Changer qualifiers. Shout out to everybody that's already on the board. You guys are rocking it, and shout out to everybody who already hit Success Club, and then shout out to everybody who's already on the board. I see some new names up there, which always makes me excited. So keep rocking it, guys. We have tons of time. Again, I meant to post this in the team page. I'm going to share this tomorrow. New Coach University, newest class enrolling now. We just finished. What I'm going to do is, I said I was going to do it every 2 weeks, but I think I want to at least do a week in between, just to kind of give a break for the coaches that are either going to run it or just that break in between, so we're not just like, adding people right away. But it's going to start this Monday. So if you are a new coach, if you have new coaches, you don't have to force them to be in the group. Just send them a message. Let them know, especially if you were in the New Coach University and you saw how it was run, which I got so much great feedback from this New Coach University. Like, I can't even begin to explain to you the messages that I got and the feedback of people saying how much it helped them, how much it gave them ideas for social media, which was one of the biggest things that I know a lot of new coaches struggle with. A lot of people were like, I have ideas for days now. So many people understood. And a lot of you guys, for those of you who have run a challenge group before, towards the end of a group, people always die off. There was a decent amount of people that stuck to it every day. They logged their Shakeology, they logged their workout, they did the task, they checked in with the nightly recap. I was just really excited, and I'm going to try to, add new things, well, maybe not add new things, but change things around for things that might, the different little feedback that I got. So it's for each new class, it'll be beneficial. So obviously the last group was like 22 new coaches, I think, were in there. So each group's not going to be that big, but I would like to have minimum of 5 coaches in there. So hopefully we can get 5 people in the new class. Even if there's not, that's still fine. We will still be, chatting with everybody and pushing everybody along. But if you are interested or you have questions about it, message me or your coach. We will let you know about it. I will be adding everybody on Saturday or Sunday, and then we start on Monday. Okay. Okay, so let's actually get into the call. So we're going to be talking about 2 things: how to plan for Ship Shop release and hitting Success Club before Summit. Those are just the main things that we're going to be talking about. Super simple. So before we get into it, don't get behind the 8 ball, guys. I know that life happens. It's summertime. You either have kids, they have camp, they're running around, they have a million things. The kids obviously aren't at school, so you might be a little bit more crazy in terms of your schedule. But we give you as coaches every opportunity and Beachbody in general to take advantage of what you're learning, the different ideas and this and that and all of that stuff for you to use, and all the ideas I'm going to give you tonight. I want you to really make sure you implement, and you don't have to do every single one of the ideas. Now, if you do, you'll probably be very successful. But if that overwhelms you, that's okay. Even if you take one thing away and you do it well, that's fine. But don't let, the Shift Shop release July 12th come and you haven't even talked about it yet. Because I can guarantee you there's going to be coaches that let that happen. You can set yourself up for success, and that's what we're going to talk about. So when the time comes and when you're about to leave for Summit and all these things happen, you are ready to go, because you are going to feel less stressed, because you guys always maybe use the I'm stressed or I'm overwhelmed as a reason why you're not hitting your goals. But it's because it's this vicious cycle of you not setting yourself up for success. And that's when you get stressed. Imagine how good you're going to feel if you got 5 people in your Shift Shop test group and you hit Success Club and then you leave for Summit. You are going to feel so less stressed, and you're going to rock it. You're going to take the momentum from Summit. And even if you're not at Summit, believe me, if you're not at Summit, you still feel the energy and the momentum. We will be going live in the team page and sharing so much stuff. So you will still be included in everything. Don't worry about any of that. Okay. Shift Shop release FAQ. So we talked about this in a call a while ago, but I just wanted to go over it really quick again. So obviously the release date of the program is July 12th. So make sure you know that. July 14th for anybody getting the DVDs and base kit, which why wouldn't you get Beachbody On Demand? But you never know. Just those are the dates for the DVDs. The length of the program: the first week is 25-minute workouts. The third week is 35-minute workouts. The second week is 35-minute workouts, and the third week is 45-minute workouts. It's 6 days a week. You do get a rest day, and it's 3 weeks long. Yes, there is a modifier. Anyone can do this program. If you did the sneak peek, you saw there's a modifier there. She was doing the workout. I mean, anybody can do this program. So if you talk to anybody and anybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm really scared, because obviously I know I was dying doing the workout, but I was also pushing myself. Anybody can push themselves, but they can still do the modifier. They're getting great results. People need the markers purchased if they're going to stream on BOD. So 1, if you have anybody, coaches, customers, repeat challengers in your challenge groups that have sorry, I can't think right now, but if they have Beachbody On Demand and that's all they have, you have to let them know, yes, you're going to be able to download Shift Shop as soon as it comes out, but you have to have the markers. I mean, they don't necessarily have to. They're not going to die if they don't have them, but it's going to be complicated if they try to do it any other way. Just get them to buy the markers. It's just going to make sense for them to get the markers. And remember, it takes 5 to 7 days for shipping. So if they want to get it, don't have them order on July 11th. Like, you want them to be able to do it as soon as it's released. And most likely, for those of you who are wondering, anytime most of us are going to be at Summit, which we'll probably do a team workout. I'm going to have it planned in the itinerary, so don't worry about that. But the workout most likely will not be available to stream until usually they do 12 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern. It's always the later in the day, but either 12 or 3 p.m. So just know that, just in case somebody wakes up on July 12th and they're like, it's 6 a.m. I want to do my workout. Why can't I? Maybe it's usually always like that, but maybe it won't be. Sometimes it's available right away. So the nutrition plan, I was reading through some people's different explanations of it, and this I felt was a really good explanation of it, just to give you a general idea. Even though we've heard it before, again, I just want to kind of give you a brief rundown. So what the girl said was, throughout each week, you will gradually decrease the amount of carbs that you're eating, and you will increase the amount of protein and veggies that you eat. So with each week, the amount of carbs will go down, the increase of protein and veggies will go up each first, second, and third week. It's a type of meal plan that's going to give your metabolism a kick because you're constantly changing. It's just like a workout. The more you change your workout, the more you're going to change up things for your body. Same thing for the nutrition. It's going to be similar to the type of meal plan of a fitness competitor, but not so extreme that you're going crazy. You're still going to be able to have carbs. You're still going to have those things. And what Chris talked about in that team call, if you haven't watched it, was they're getting rid of the starchy carbs. So you can still have, you're still going to be able to have, I think you still have fruit every week. There's no like, it's not like you never eat any kind of carbs. It's the starchy carbs. So like sweet potatoes, all those other things. So week 1, you'll have a healthy balance of carbs, proteins, and fats. And week 2, you'll cut back on the carbs, increase your protein and veggies. And by week 3, you're eating super clean and really focusing on the vegetable and protein intake, and also your fat as well. So ideas for the release. Number 1, Google Forms. This is simple and easy and looks legit. So just to show you guys my form, and you can, my Google form, if you want to check it out, you just go to my Instagram, click on my link, and it's there. You can copy everything. So I have a little explanation. I would suggest you change it a bit to whatever you have. I include the video in there so they can check it out if they want to. And then I had simple. I use the same questions for almost every type of one of my forms for a group. So it's just full name, email. Do you have a coach? Have you ever done a Beachbody program? What are you currently struggling with? What are your current goals? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you struggle with commitment to health and fitness? Because I want to know if they're going to be like, yeah, I'm probably not going to ever check in, because I want to make sure I kind of nip that in the butt before we start. But I really suggest you have it. And make sure you add it to your link tree. If you do not have a link tree, or you do not know what link tree is yet, it is literally just a link. Here, I'll show you my Instagram. I know a lot of you guys already have it. If you don't, I really highly suggest that you have it, so you can have multiple links in your Instagram bio. So it's just here. So instead of putting just the link to your Google form or a link to a video about you, you can put a ton of stuff in there. So if somebody would go to my Instagram and they click on my link tree, this is what they're going to get. So I have tons of links in here. So instead of having one link, I have a ton. So I have virtual sneak peeks. So they literally are going to get the link to the Facebook event we have tomorrow. I have a link to join my June challenge group, my Shift Shop test group. I have the webinar, which is something you guys should have in there. The webinar I'm going to do tomorrow, there's a link to the old one, and I always update the new one. So if I update the new one, make sure you're checking in. You can check on my YouTube. I usually share it in the team page. But I have a webinar there. So literally they can click on it and boom, they're going to get the YouTube link right to the webinar about coaching right away without even having to message me. So they can check that out. So that's something good to have. But so if you don't have Linktree, I highly suggest you set it up. It's free. You can put as many links as you want. You can change the colors. You can do all of that stuff. But I would highly recommend that you have your Linktree. Other things I have in there are just like UK people. I have my story about Beachbody. If somebody wants to join my team as a coach, a form they fill out. And then if you have you do HelloFresh or BarkBox or something where you can give somebody your code, you can have that too. I have my BarkBox link in there. And I've had people fill it out all the time. I always get an email. They're like, oh, you get a free month of BarkBox. I'm like, woohoo. So, okay. So that's Linktree. I highly recommend you have Linktree. Okay. So what else? So with your Google form, share it once a week on your Facebook. So, find a way to share it on your Facebook, whether you're like, don't forget, Shift Shop's coming out soon. If you're interested, join here. Mention it in your Instagram captions. Like say in the bottom of the caption, you can mention this in almost every single post. Hey, you can talk about whatever you want, and at the bottom be like, oh, by the way, don't forget, click the link in my bio to fill out the form to join my Shift Shop thing. And you can mention that multiple times, because I'm telling you guys, people do not always see your stuff. So you have to make sure you're doing that. Okay. Talk about it in your Instagram story while you're, talking about whatever you're talking about in your Instagram story. Still mention it. Hey, by the way, link in my bio. Make one post a week minimum about Shift Shop until July 12th. That's Instagram and Facebook. So one post on Instagram, one post on Facebook. Make sure you're planning these posts out. Add them to your calendar. If you struggle with remembering to do these things, then over the next 2 days, tonight, tomorrow morning, literally sit down, look at your calendar and write out, okay, I'm going to post about the nutrition plan on Monday. And then on next Tuesday, I'm going to share about the markers that I just got in the mail. Whatever it is, there's so many different things you can talk about. Even if you're just talking about how excited you are about your group, share that. And then these two go hand in hand. Go Facebook Live or Instagram Live at least 2 to 3 times between now and July 12th. So you could go live about the nutrition plan. If you're not sure about it, be proactive. I'm not sure about the nutrition guide, so I literally just Googled it. There's tons of coaches that are in the test group right now that have blogs that are sharing all about the nutrition guide. Go on YouTube. They're sharing about it. Just take their information. You don't have to say that you're doing it. You can just say, this is what's going to happen. That's all you need to do. Make sure you're talking about that. Talk about the nutrition plan. Talk about why you like the sneak peek, why you're excited about it. You don't have to go Instagram and Facebook Live for 15 hours. You literally can just go live for 2 to 3 minutes and just chat about it. You just have to keep, this is the same thing with marketing I talk about all the time, which I think some people just tend to forget. But when you see something on TV or in an article or in a magazine or on the side of your Facebook, or just a Facebook ad, you have to see something multiple times in order for you to want to buy it. If I saw something for my GoPro, I didn't buy it the first time I saw it. I saw the ad for it, I Googled it, and then Facebook started putting it in my feed all the time, and I kept seeing it over and over and over again. And I think a lot of you guys are afraid to keep sharing stuff because you're like, I don't want people to get overwhelmed by my posts. Guys, people don't see your posts every day. They don't. If you share something 10 times, Susie that lives down the street from you probably saw it maybe twice. So that's why you have to continuously share this stuff all the time. You don't have to be salesy about it. You don't just want to post a picture of Chris Downing and say, so excited for Shift Shop. You have to share your face. You have to share why you like it, why you're excited for it, what it is about it that you are most going to like about it. Because some people might be really excited about the nutrition plan. Some people might be excited about it, the fact that it's functional fitness, whatever it is. Talk about, that it's a test group that makes people excited about it. Like, I can't tell you, every time I've had a program come out and I say, I'm going to have a test group, people are so much more interested in the fact that I'm holding a test group than I'm holding a challenge group or an accountability group. I don't know what it is, but they're like, ooh, test group, fancy. Whatever it is, that's what they get excited about. So I want you guys to make a mass list now. This is key to reach out to everyone, not just new people. This is the main thing I'm telling you right now that a lot of you guys aren't going to do, but it's probably the most important, besides obviously sharing about it on your social media. But you have to make this mass list now. You need to set aside time in your calendar or schedule to go through your contact list, text messages, emails, Facebook messages, and make a list of who you will message, like everybody. And this is why I have Google Streak. But you can go through your Facebook messages, whatever you need to do, whatever your contact list is, and just sit down and either type it out or write it out and make a list of, 100, 200 people, however many people you have. And you're going to create a copy and paste message to send out to maybe 10 to 30 people, or you can do it all in one day. I don't care. Facebook will probably put you in Facebook jail if you send like 100 messages in a day. So that's why from now, there's literally 21 days from now until July 12th. So you could make a list by the end of this week. You could make it a goal on Saturday, whatever you're doing over the weekend, say, on Saturday, I'm going to sit down for an hour or 2 hours and just make my list. And then you'll be done with it. And then guess what? 10 people off that list every day from now until July 12th. And you'll just send out a message to all, because I'm going to be having my test group July 24th or whatever, like 2 weeks after it releases. So it just gives time for me to get back from Summit, for everybody to get everything set up and all of that jazz. So I'm going to be having it July 24th. So I'm going to be sending out messages to all these people. So if you create a little copy and paste message that just says, hey, and you can create one, you want to have a few different ones. So you want to have one for brand new people who you've never messaged before, maybe either like a cold invite, or, it depends on what kind of, cold invite. You don't want to like message some random Joe Schmo, but you want to, maybe people who've been liking your stuff, maybe people who've been on your list that you've been wanting to like contact or you've been building a relationship with, and just say, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested in this, or I don't know if you've seen me post about this brand new program called Shift Shop, but I am beyond excited for it. I'm actually holding a test group for it because the program's getting released July 12th. I'm only looking for 10, 20 people, however many people you want to say, to join this group. I would love to know if you'd be interested in joining it. I can give you more information about it, blah, blah, blah. Keep it short, simple, but just get them excited about it and then give them the information. Make sure you have something typed out of what your challenge group is going to be like and then what the group entails. So the things I talked about, the fact that it's 25 to 45-minute workouts, how the nutrition plan is going to work, how it's 6 days a week, how it's 3 weeks long, all of that stuff. Give them a little link to the video, do that, all of that stuff. And then have another message for people who maybe have been in your groups before, past challengers. Say, hey, I know you were in this group before. Maybe somebody who just has Beachbody On Demand but doesn't have Shakeology. Even if they don't get it, that's one thing. For my test group, Shakeology will be mandatory because it's a test group. I want to see people get results from Shakeology and Shift Shop, but you don't have to do that if you don't necessarily want to. But, message the people who were in past challenge groups, who maybe you wanted to be a coach but they didn't continue with Shakeology, or maybe they never got Shakeology. Who knows? You could get them back into the Shift Shop test group and they could love it and then want to be a coach. You never know. So you need to be messaging everyone, like everyone. If you do email marketing, I know a lot of you guys are in Sarah Try's thing. I know I'm using email marketing. So using email marketing is really beneficial because I can literally type this same message like, hey, are you interested in this new test group? And send it out to 800 people with one click of a button versus copy and pasting. That's why email marketing is something you eventually want to get to. But if you're a brand new coach, don't worry about that yet. You will get to that point. But if you are using email marketing, make sure that you're using this to your advantage. Create a broadcast that goes out to all of your people. I kind of already talked about this, but make sure you reach out to new people and anyone that used to be in your old groups, and invite maybe some discount coaches, maybe coaches that are inactive right now. Say, hey, I know you haven't been a part of a challenge group in a while. Would love to have you be a part of this new test group. Sometimes getting an old coach that's been inactive or hasn't really been that involved, excited and just messaging them, they might be like, yeah, I really need this. So don't forget to reach out to those people. And kind of like I talked about before, make it sound interesting by letting them know they will be a part of a test group. So I had this idea, let me know what you guys think, but I was thinking of doing a sneak peek event just for the day of the sneak peek. So obviously we don't know the date of the next sneak peek for Shift Shop. I'm assuming we're hopefully going to find out soon. If we don't know, then obviously we won't be able to do this, but this is just a thought just to see what you guys think. But let's say it's July 6th. I don't know, July 6th. We could create a sneak peek event that's just for that day. So we could get everybody who wants to do the sneak peek, get them to do the 14-day trial. People who have Beachbody On Demand, whatever they want, get people interested. And then we could just put everybody in the sneak peek event, just a sneak peek to Shift Shop. And then, if I work out in the morning, I could go live for 5 minutes and do some of my workout. And then somebody else could go live, at lunch when they do their workout and talk about what they liked about it. You know what I mean? You could go live while you're doing the workout and show a little bit of the workout. You could go live after the workout while you're all sweaty and talk about how you liked it. Whatever you want to do, lots of different ideas. And then I was thinking we could do something where people win Shakeology for completing the workout. So we could have, a sweaty selfie contest. So if you post a sweaty selfie in the sneak peek event, or if maybe you post it on your own social media and tag, the coach that invited you to the sneak peek event, you'll get like a second entry, and then we'll put everybody's name in a hat, and then we'll pick like 2 people to win Shakeology or something like that. Just to get people excited and pumped up to do Shift Shop, the sneak peek, to get the 14-day trial, to get in the door with Beachbody On Demand. So obviously once we find out the date, we can plan for this, and then it can just be team-wide. It doesn't have to be like individually. We can just do a huge, big team conFITdence Shift Shop sneak peek one-day event. So just a thought in case you guys thought that would be a cool idea. Okay, so last part I want to talk about is just how can we all hit Success Club before Summit? It's so possible. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my gosh, I barely hit Success Club by the end of the month. I'm telling you, it's possible. And the number one thing, and I asked this last month of why people think why did you not hit Success Club? And the number one reason I heard, and when I heard it, I was like, crap, this is the reason why I struggled with Success Club for the first 1.5 years of my business. Why do I not remember that people do this? And a lot of people said it's because they don't do anything. They do like a few things. They post on social media, they hop on team calls, but they don't really invite. They don't really actively look for people. They don't, build a contact list. They don't do the ADOS formula. You know what I mean? And not that that's the only way to go, but you know what I mean? Like they're not reaching out to people. So then for the last 3 days of the month, they go hog wild and they get a couple Success Club points, but they never hit Success Club. So this is going to be the complete opposite. We're going to, complete opposite in terms of the end of the month. We're going to do that hog wild crazy stuff at the beginning of the month. And I also want to do some kind of prizes and stuff for winners. Okay, so those are already there. So number one, you need to plan out posts and groups now. So I was thinking for me, I know not everybody's in my challenge group, but I was going to start my challenge group on the 26th. So this Monday upcoming. So I was thinking, I have some people that are already in the group. I was like, what if I moved it to the 10th? So that gives a bunch of people extra time to get in the group. I'm not sure if I want to do that, but I just thought in case maybe you were doing that, it could be an idea. I don't know. You could possibly just move your group. And I'm thinking too, the group is, you could do it the next week, but that's July 3rd. And I'm wondering, are people going to celebrate July 4th on July 4th, or are they going to do it the weekend before? I don't know. I wasn't sure. But plan your call to actions, your clean eating group call to actions, your challenge group call to actions, whatever it is, your incentive post, 4th of July type of sale post. This is stuff that you need to be doing like for the first week of the month, because the 12th is the second Wednesday of the month. So the week of the 3rd to the 7th, whatever that is, you need to be blowing it up, and even blowing it up now, like next week, because even though you could get people, buying challenge packs now, and you don't want to push anybody to, just sign up next month. You still need to talk about it now, because if you invite somebody on the 28th, they're probably not going to sign up until the 4th anyway. So start talking about that now. Make some kind of post that's like, 4th of July sale, next 3 people to join get a $15 Target gift card. I don't know, whatever you want to give away, whether you give away, sample of Shakeology, whether you give away a resistance band, like, I don't know, something you can give away, a Fixate cookbook that's like $15 on the website, something like that. But you want to plan these posts, guys, for this upcoming week and the next week, because the week of the 10th, it's just going to be, you have 2 more days to hit Success Club if you want to hit this goal. So make sure you're doing it next week and the week after. These next 2 weeks are going to be crucial for you to hit Success Club. Also, because for every 10 people you talk to, you're going to hear 9 no's, you want to get 1 yes. You're going to get 1 yes. So if you want to hit Success Club 3, or help 3 people, or help 5 people and hit Success Club 6 or Success Club 10, you need to send out 30 to 50 invites between now and the 12th. So it's 21 days. So that's only 2 to 3 invites a day, or 16 to 17 invites in an entire week. That is so absolutely possible. This is why you have to create your lists. This is why you have to do your contact list. If you have no one to invite, you cannot do this. This is why I'm constantly telling you guys, I'll say it now, and I'll say it 100 times, and I'll say it till the day I die. You have to create a contact list every week. And if you do not do that, you will have no one to invite. You guys hear me say it, you're probably tired of it. But if you're not hitting Success Club, you can't be tired of it, because you're not doing what you need to hit Success Club. So you have to reach out to people, whether it's the Facebook groups or Instagram, whatever it is, you have to create that contact list, guys. So plan to send out, and in your calendar, write down 5 invites. I do that with a little tally marker in my week. When I send out my invites, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mark them off, and then boom, I'm done. It's so easy when you look at it that way. 2 to 3 invites a day, or 16 and 17 invites a week. Or you can just do mass invite, do 30 invites in 1 day. Whatever you want to do. That's how I do it. But you do it, whatever works for you. Also, we're going to have we're going to end the one for June, and we're going to create a brand new Success Club push thread from July 1st to the 12th. So from the 1st all the way to the 12th, that is a long time. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but I'm committed to help you guys hit Success Club. And you can be in this push thread, whether you're going to Summit or not. Whatever you want, doesn't matter. I suggest being in it, but you can be in it, in the push thread, whether you're going to Summit or not. But it'll be from the 1st to the 12th. It'll be a Facebook group, or Facebook message thread, and it'll be the same thing, giving you ideas. Ned, that was the weirdest sound. I don't know what that was. That sounded really creepy. Anyway, but it'll be a Facebook message thread, and I'll give different ideas, a lot of Summit and Shift Shop related ideas and whatnot. So if you want to be in that, I'll obviously post about it in the team page. And then what I was thinking, not sure. Let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to go live in the team page about this. Hold on. I want to write something down. Things come to my mind, and I don't want to lose them. So I was thinking to make it even more exciting and hopefully push you guys even more, because obviously for most people, competition and money makes things fun and more likely, which you should want to do it for your business anyway, but you know, that's neither here nor there. So I was thinking we could do a July Success Club pot. It doesn't necessarily have to be people in the push thread, but people who want to commit. We'll do like everybody who's pushing for Success Club, we'll put $5 into enter. We'll just like set up, everybody just send it to my PayPal. I'll keep it in my PayPal. I'll put in an extra $30 on top of it. So if we get 20 people, it could be like, you know, $130. The first person to hit Success Club wins the money. And then the second person, I will give them the choice of either getting, Beachbody apparel from the core when I go to Summit. You know, I'll FaceTime you and you can pick something, or you'll get, a personal development book of your choice. And I was just thinking that would be something fun to help push everybody to Success Club. And even if you don't, even if people end up winning that before the 12th, you can still push yourself. Because obviously this isn't just about you winning money or winning Beachbody apparel. Hitting Success Club is crucial to you moving your business. If you're wondering why your business isn't moving, but you aren't hitting Success Club, that's the answer. It's because you're not hitting Success Club. And if you're wondering why you're not hitting Success Club and you're not building your contact list, that's why. And then I was also thinking, well, definitely doing this, not thinking, totally going to do this, because we usually do this every year with Team Fit Revolution, but I wanted to do it with Team Confidence, was doing a team virtual coach sneak peek summit style. So what we would do is we would have a coach sneak peek. So even though we're going to have the one tomorrow, we're going to have a summit one starting the July 13th to the 16th. So it's going to be, a 3-day event. Wait, is that 13, 14? 4 days. Sorry, I can't count. I'm really bad at math. So July 13th to the 16th, it'll be while we're there. Now, I'll be doing a lot of other summit stuff before then, but we'll just do it July 13th to the 16th. I'll create an outline before that for topics. And then everybody, whether you're a new coach or old, it doesn't matter. Obviously, you have to be at Summit to be a part of it. But coaches that are there, you can go live. So we'll have, challenge groups, how to make money, how the meeting friends, like different topics that we go over in a normal sneak peek. But instead of posting about it, people will choose the topic and go live about it while at Summit. So maybe, while you're getting ready at your house, while everybody else is getting ready before leaving to go to a workout, or while you're walking to, to see a speaker, whatever we're doing, just so people can see, the energy of Summit, which will be really cool. You can go live about those different topics. Also, we can go live if you were lucky enough, or not lucky enough, if you worked hard enough to go to one of the Success Club parties. I'm going to the Leadership Ladder party, the Success Club party, and another party, which for everybody in the house, I'm going to be taking a +1. I just haven't decided yet. I will be picking somebody. I picked somebody last year, so I'll be picking somebody else. Everybody usually gets a +1. So if you're going to be able to pick a +1. So we'll go live while we're at the party, while we're at team dinner, while we're doing team pictures, events, speakers, any kind of stuff we'll be going live about, just to get people to see a little bit inside of our world and see how freaking awesome Summit is, which I think will be really fun, especially in New Orleans, like walking down, that main strip and all the crazy stuff we're going to be doing, and especially the live workout where there's 25,000 coaches. We will be going live in that event page. Don't you worry. And then I was thinking about doing some giveaways at the core. So doing like the first, second, and third people to join Team Confidence, as a coach on the team, we'll give them, either Shakeology or something from, the core, whatever, prizes or something like that. Just again, to get people pumped up and wanting to join the team. And then any ideas that people have, obviously once it gets closer to the date, we'll talk about all that stuff. And we'll talk about that in the Team Confidence Summit group page. So that will not be talked about on the team page. I guess we can do that, because even if you're not at Summit, so you won't be able to go live and talk about stuff, but you will still be able to benefit from being a part of the page, because I don't want to exclude anybody from that. The only thing you will need to do in order to go live is just to be at Summit. But anyway, so that was a lot of stuff. I want to see the chat box. And then if anybody has any questions about anything that we talked about, Gene said, I love the sneak peek. I have someone on the fence. Okay, good. I'm glad that you like the sneak peek. Markers are $20. Of 15 for coaches, 19 for regular. Oh wait, yeah. I think I paid 19. I'm not sure. Can you post the info about the nutrition plan in the comments section? Yes. Let me go back. Make sure you copy and paste, because after I read through these, I'll be hopping off. And then, like I said, you can look for more info and stuff about, there it is, about all of it, like go on YouTube, just like be proactive, go on there, look on YouTube, and just take the time to watch somebody's stuff, you know, see what they say about it. There's lots of stuff you can learn more so than just that paragraph. Danny, are you doing a test group and a regular challenge group if they don't want to go through the program, or are you just having a regular one? So every year, there's always been obviously been a program that comes out at Summit. I only just do the test group. I don't usually run a challenge group and a test group, just because people are usually so pumped up about that anyway. I think I may have in the past, depending on if I happen to have like a ton of people that are interested in doing it, and then I might just run one anyway. But for the most part, I'm just trying to create hella hype around Shift Shop that people aren't, they're like, there's no way they're not going to want to be a part of the group. But you're totally more than welcome to do both. You know what I mean? Because that's the benefit of having setting up the post. It's just more to check in with. So that's totally up to you. I heard Carl say he thinks it's going to be July 3rd. Okay. So then if it's July 3rd, then that'll work. Then we can do that. So then plan on, and I don't know if you guys think that that's a good idea, but we can do that Shift Shop little event thing. I just think it would be a cool idea versus like just everybody kind of doing it on their own, like kind of like how you did for Sean Week, except we wouldn't really just have like a one day like my challenge tracker app type of thing. So I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, awesome. So I hope that was helpful, guys. Whatever ideas you got, I know there was a lot of stuff on there, but just make sure that you're doing something to get, especially I really suggest doing that list. Like, I know it's going to take a while, but if you sit down and you create that list, imagine just being able to just 10 people every day getting that message from you about Shift Shop versus you just like randomly picking people out of your Facebook messages. Like, really try to get that together. So, anyway, hope you guys have an awesome day. If you have any questions about Shift Shop stuff or Summit stuff, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to have the Summit group created either by the end of the week or next week, and everybody will be added in there. We'll have everything together. So awesome. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.